Hey there, basketball fans. Today, we're diving into a heated debate that's been making waves in the WNBA. It's all about the recent incident involving DiJonai Carrington and Sophie Cunningham, and the media's reaction to it. Now, I'm not here to just report the facts, I'm here to break it down, analyze, and give you my take on this whole situation. So buckle up because this is gonna be a wild ride. First things first, let's set the scene. DiJonai Carrington, a player for the Chicago Sky, was ejected from a game against the Indiana Fever after a brutal foul on Sophie Cunningham. Now, this isn't just any foul, it's a flagrant 2, which means it was deemed serious enough to warrant an ejection. But here's where things get interesting. Instead of taking the punishment like a champ, Carrington retreats to the locker room and posts a thread on Threads, accusing the Indiana Fever of having white privilege. Now, I'm not here to judge her actions, but this is where the media's response starts to raise some eyebrows. ESPN, one of the biggest sports networks, quickly joined the defense, with analyst Andraya Carter rationalizing the hit as just a product of Carrington's aggressive style of play. Now I get it, we all play hard in sports, but let's be real, the contact above the head was definitely too much. Carter's defense, however, seemed to undermine her own argument. She acknowledged that Carrington was behind the play and that the contact was excessive, but then she justifies it by saying, "That's what DiJonai Carrington does." Now, I'm not sure if that's a fair assessment. But here's the thing, this isn't the first time Carrington has been in controversy. During the 2024 postseason, she struck Caitlin Clark directly in the eye, leaving her with a visible black eye. Then, she mocked the public outrage online. It seems like Carrington has a pattern of making controversial plays, and then responding to them in a way that raises questions. Now, I'm not here to pass judgment, but it's worth noting that her actions might be seen as problematic. The media's response to this incident, in my opinion, exposes a persistent imbalance within WNBA coverage. When physical aggression is directed at white players like Cunningham or Clark, commentators often search for explanations that soften the actions of the offending player. It's like they're trying to rationalize the aggressive behavior, and it's not just Carrington. This double standard is something that needs to be addressed. Now let's imagine a different scenario. A white player drilling a black opponent above the neck, getting tossed, and then immediately posting a racial accusation aimed at the opposing team. That's a whole different story, right? It would be a whole different conversation, and the media would likely be more critical of the player's actions. But in this case, the media seemed to circle the wagons around Carrington, downplaying the hit, and focusing more on her response. In my opinion, player safety cannot depend on who delivers the hit, and media scrutiny should not depend on the racial identities of the players involved. It's important to hold everyone accountable, regardless of their race or background. Now, I'm not here to start a race war or anything, but it's worth discussing these issues and holding everyone to the same standards. So, what do you think? Is the media's response fair? Are there double standards at play? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more basketball insights and analysis. Peace out.